Will you remind us who Alexander Litvinenko was?
Yes, Glenn, many people will remember the story of Alexander or Sasha Litvinenko, a former KGB intelligence officer from Russia who was murdered here in this city in London 15 years ago with polonium-210, a radioactive poison. This has been described as an act of nuclear terrorism, which could have killed countless others as well as Mr. Litvinenko. Now, many people remember the photo of Mr. Litvinenko, who lying in a hospital bed in London, balded and looking very, very unwell as a result of this radiation poisoning, as he spent weeks before he died. Now, the British inquiry set up into his death found that Vladamir Putin probably ordered his killing after Mr. Litvinenko called out corruption, describing Russia becoming a mafia state, while the European Court of Human Rights said Russia was responsible for his killing. His widow, Marina Litvinenko, has carried the torch for Alexander since then. She says there has been many, many warnings and many, many opportunities for the West to take seriously what Vladimir Putin and Russia is capable of. She told us, she spoke to Virgin Media News last night in an exclusive interview. She said that really there was many, many opportunities to listen to the warnings of the past, and if they had been listened to, Ukraine may not be suffering the invasion that it is today.
When Sasha died, and days before, he signed his statement. And what he said directly to Vladimir Putin: you might silence one person, but you would be not able to silence all other people. And all these protests around the world would be against you, Vladimir Putin. I give him voice all these almost 16 years. People still remember for what he did say, what he tried to explain, and it helps me because, again, I did not this against. When you fight against, you might be ruined very soon because you motivated by hateness or some different emotions. I've been motivated by love.
Well, Marina, Alexander and their son Anatoly fled Russia seeking political asylum here in London in the year 2000. She says she has been physically ill watching the footage from Ukraine, where many of her friends live, of people, more than 4 million of them now, fleeing the country just as they did so many years ago. She says that there was an opportunity here to step in, that sanctions should have been put in place sooner, but also in terms of actions being taken here in London today. Boris Johnson reported to be considering additional lethal aid to the Ukrainian military. That is going to be discussed by his cabinet over the coming days.